Hi, I'm Avery, founder of Joyanne Herbs. Today I'm very glad to have Alaric Ong here. Alaric is my mentor. He scaled his business from 0 to 1.2 million in 18 months. So I'm here to learn from Alaric. He has thousands of students over in different countries like Malaysia, Singapore, and even in US and Europe, right? So Alaric, can I ask you? I'm in personal care and focus in feminine wash or intimate care business. Can you advise me for a niche product like feminine wash? What kind of Facebook ad creative tend to work best? Emotional storytelling or educational content or even direct offer?
Okay, so for products like that, I think influencer marketing works very well. So what you can do is, let's say you can hire influencers from TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, etc., to um, to promote your product or service. And we call this user-generated content, which means like the user is the one who generates the content. So because rather than like so this will kind of be like a testimonial to how your product works, and people will be like, hey, if this influencer uses it, that means it must be good. And what you should do is after you get all this influencer content, that's just the content, right? Then you should take those content and run those as ads. Then only it will be very profitable. Okay. The second type of ads that you can do is education ads to explain what's the difference in your formulation, in your products, your manjakani herbs, and like how it works and why it's better than the competitors. So you can do educational things as well, and you can also do like live streams. Okay, so for example, you could do a live stream webinar where you explain about this product, and then you can do live stream. And like one thing right now is that, for example, Facebook live stream, TikTok live stream, YouTube live streams, they are actually boosting your views quite a bit. Which means like, let's say even if you go live, right? TikTok, let's say if you got 10 followers on your TikTok account, but you go live, and maybe you just have like 5 people who watch your live stream, TikTok will push more traffic to you. Become 10 people, 20 people. Sometimes it can be 1,000 people watch your live stream, even if you don't have much followers. Yeah.
Okay, let me ask. If you're talking about engaging a live streamer or KOL, so how am I going to do that? Do you mean like I have to pay them to do the product testing or how? Maybe.
So there are many ways you can structure the deal. Okay, so I can give you a few standard business models, and then you can see which one is most comfortable for you. So the first way is definitely you pay them a flat fee. So for example, you say, okay, you post 3 posts and maybe 3 stories, and then I'll give you X dollars. Okay, you need to go and do some research about like how many followers they have, what's their brand, all this kind of stuff. Okay, so the first way is to pay a flat fee or pay per post, etc. The second way is to pay based on a percentage. So, for example, you could create a coupon code for them or an affiliate link for them. So, when people put this coupon code, let's say you get EME, for example, EME, the coupon code is EME. Okay. So, if people put EME, then you can track that the sale, then they get maybe 10% off. So, for being the follower, they get 10% off, right? So, it's good for the customer. And then, if you can track that, okay, this coupon code was used how many times, then we attribute that and say, okay, example, I'll pay 20% commissions or 30% commissions or whatever, up to you to do that. So that's called based on sales. The third way you can structure the deal is really based on like how many impressions they get, like how many views they get, etc. And then you pay them accordingly. Or like how many likes, how many views they get on their posts, etc. Yeah.
So just now you also mentioned that do live streaming.
Yeah.
So do you mean that I have to do the live streaming on myself, by myself, or I have to, get a live streamer to do the live streaming?
So because you are the face of your brand, right, and like you are the founder and you are the one with the expertise, you're the one who came up with the formula, the ingredients and everything. It would be good for you to do live streams to educate your audience. Because sometimes, like even like customers, right, they are already customers. They bought your product, but maybe they forgot to continue using it.
Yes, yes,
like
yes.
products that you buy,
Yeah,
they
yeah,
forget
yeah.
to continue, right?
But
So by doing live stream, right, the audience can feel that hey, this is not just a normal product; it's a better product. And when they are educated on why it works and everything, about the ingredients and how it works, then you would be reminding them to buy again, and that leads to number one, repeat orders, number two, referred customers, and all this kind of stuff. Yeah.
so for live streaming, which channel would you recommend? Through TikTok or through Facebook, or what is the trend now?
So right now there are softwares, for example, Restream.io, that allows you to stream to multiple channels at once. So like you could do one live stream, and then it streams to Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, everything concurrently. So,
So I
don't
only-
choose one channel, just choose all 4 or 5.
Do I need to only do once, or
You do once.
Once
you
only.
do the same live stream, but the same video stream is being streamed live to 4 or 5 or 6 or 10
Oh,
platforms
I
at
see.
once.
it's not like those days we have to schedule a time slot and then we have to do
Yeah.
in front of the screen and do the live streaming.
Yeah. Like there are softwares now that allows you to stream to multiple places simultaneously. Yeah.
Wow, great. Okay. So next, how would you recommend a brand like mine dealing with a more private topic, run compliant yet attention grabbing Facebook ads without getting flagged?
So the 3 biggest niches are health, wealth, and relationships. Okay? Everything is just a subset of this. So yours actually falls under health.
Okay.
Because
Yeah.
family products, postnatal, whatever, it's all under health.
Okay.
It can also be at relationships because if,
Yes,
let's say
yes.
family wash helps them to have a better intimate life, etc. It also helps in relationship, right? So you need to test from these angles. And for me, when I run ads, right, I run thousands of variations of ads. So for example, when I run Facebook ads, I run maybe 20 headlines. I test 20 different headlines. And I'll test 20 different texts. And I'll test 20 different descriptions. And I'll test 50 different images or videos. So 20 times 20 is 400, times 20 is 8,000, times 50 is like 40,000 variations of ads.
Wow.
Which is,
That's a
which is
lot.
fun. But with AI, it's very easy. I think less than 30 minutes to do that. Literally.
Really?
Yeah, literally. Yeah. I got video editors to edit my ads for me. I got image designers to design ads for me. I got AI to design the ads, to write the copy. Like to me, to write 20 copies takes me less than 10 minutes, literally. Okay. Now, so what you should do is you should test different marketing angles. You see, there's many marketing angles to sell your same product. For example, the first marketing angle could be to stop bleeding. The second marketing angle could be to prevent odor, right? Like foul smell, right?
Yeah.
The third could be for postnatal moms. The fourth could be to improve their intake. The fifth could be to just general family hygiene. The sixth could be to people 60 years old and above. You get what I mean? The seventh could be people younger than X age, like maybe younger than 18 years old or whatever. So you need to run different ads with different, like you need to test different marketing angles. There's many ways to sell the same thing. For example, let's say if I want to sell a Rolex watch. The first way I can sell is it tells the time, right? But the second way I can sell is it gives you status. But the third way I can sell is if you get this, you get more girls, right? Or I can sell if you get this, you can close more business deals, right? So there's many ways to sell the same product, even though you're just selling the same product, but you need to look at the different marketing angles to sell the same product. Make sense?
Yeah, okay, understand. Okay, next. What are some of the biggest mistakes you see small product-based business make on Facebook, and how can I avoid them?
What are some small mistakes that you see
Product-based businesses make on Facebook, and how can I avoid them?
Okay, so if you're gonna run ads, right, you need to have high margins. Okay, so
Yeah,
for
okay.
example, if you're selling a 100 ringgit product, 200 ringgit product, it's gonna be very high. Even if you're good at ads, like you are getting, I think, but your cost per lead was what less
than 6 ringgit.
than 6
Yeah.
ringgit per lead, which is very very good, super good.
Yeah, 5 plus.
Okay, but let's say let's say there's a competitor. Okay, You are getting 6 ringgit cost per lead, very good, okay? But you're selling 100 ringgit product. Now let's say there's a competitor. She's not as good as running Facebook ads as you, but she's selling a 3,000 ringgit product. Okay? She's getting cost per lead 60 ringgit, 10 times your cost. But who do you think will win? Who do you think will end up making more money? Her or you? Why? Because even though she's getting 60 ringgit cost per lead, so long as she closes one client on a 3,000 ringgit offer, out of let's say 50 people, she just closed one client.
Understand?
Doable,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
She make back her whole expense.
Makes sense.
For you make 6 ringgit, right? Then after minus your product price, your supplier, shipping, everything, you don't make much, right?
Yes.
The maximum you can afford to spend to acquire a customer is 100 ringgit.
Yeah.
If you're selling a 100 ringgit product, right?
Yes.
So the first thing you should do is to change your offer. Because you should change your and so you should first sell a higher ticket or higher margins offer. Now, how do you sell a higher ticket offer? You can, for example, bundle more things together. For example, sell a whole yearly subscription. Get everyone to pay up front, and then every month they get shipped the products. You know, or like how I would do it is I would do a one-to-one coaching program or a group coaching program, because the perceived value of a one-to-one coaching program or a group coaching program, like for example, if you sell a course, okay, if you sell a book, you sell for $7 to $50. You sell a course, you can sell for maybe 97 to 1997. You sell a coaching program, a group coaching program, you can sell from $3,000 to $10,000. If you sell one-on-one, you can sell from $5,000 up to $50,000 per year. Tony Robbins charges $1 million per year for his one-on-one coaching, right? So you must understand that we are not in the products business. For you right now, you're selling products, right?
Yes.
And you're in the products business.
Yeah,
but we're actually in the
business.
transformation business, because at the end of the day, your product helps people to improve their family hygiene, it helps people in all these ways.
Yeah.
So and sometimes even if they use the product or what, but they don't know if you have one-on-one coaching to coach them on how to apply the product, where to apply, how often you use it and everything, what other things to take note of, is it more likely that they get the result?
Yes.
It's more likely, right?
Yeah.
So imagine if, let's say, you sell a 3,000 ringgit or 5,000 ringgit coaching program instead, okay? And then you throw in some products for free, you know? And now think about it, if you want to sell your business, if you're going to sell your products this way, right? So they already pay you, let's say, 3,000 ringgit for your one-on-one coaching.
Okay.
And maybe they got a sample of one whole bundle of all your products, one each for free.
Okay.
Do you think that this person is very likely to continue being a customer for the rest of their life? And keep buying more products from you?
Yes.
Right? And because they have been through your one-on-one coaching, they will know that this product they cannot get from anywhere else. They cannot get from any other competitor. Only you have this formulation, right? So even if you were to charge double the price or triple the price, right? Because of that brand and the trust, right? Do you think that they will be willing to?
Yeah,
They're
willing to pay.
Right? So that's what you should do. You should first change your offer. Yeah.
Okay.
But good job, you got 6 ringgit cost per day. I'm very proud of you.
Yeah.
And on your first try, I think
first try, less than that.
And I think
4 ringgit something, right? I think
4 ringgit something, which is
Yeah.
very good in Malaysia market. And if I'm not wrong, I think your past agencies that you engage before you learn how to do it, they were getting what, 20 ringgit? 16,
Yeah, 22 ringgit.
22 ringgit or whatever cost per day. So good job, okay. But if you want to be profitable, then you should sell a high ticket offer. Yeah.
Okay. So, Alaric, can you walk me through how to use Facebook ads to build not just sales, but also a loyal community for wellness or hygiene brand?
Can you walk me through how to use Facebook ads to build not just sales, but also a loyal community for wellness or hygiene brand? Okay. So, you see, there's different levels of business. Okay. So the first level is products and services. Okay. The second level is a brand. So, okay, products and services like standard, like everyone sells family wash, products and services, right? A brand is for Joyanne family wash. Okay?
Yes.
The third level is a platform business, okay, which means it's like you're building a community and everything. Okay? And then the fourth level is an ecosystem business. So the whole thing becomes an ecosystem. So what you should aim to do, right, is, okay, like you used to be in the family wash business, and then you started doing Joyanne, you became a brand kind of business. But you go to the next level, right, you should start building a community around your brand. So for example, what you should do, right, is to create a WhatsApp group, okay, and then ask people to join your WhatsApp group, okay, and then every week, for example, do a webinar, live stream to your WhatsApp group, inform them that, hey, I'm going live, okay. So imagine, and I can tell you WhatsApp, right, okay, is the most engaged audience, especially in Asian markets, Singapore, Malaysia, Philippines, etc. We all use WhatsApp. Okay, you check your WhatsApp message way more than you check Facebook. You check
Yes.
WhatsApp more than you check YouTube. You check
Yeah.
WhatsApp more than you check your email. You check WhatsApp more than you check LinkedIn. Okay,
Mm.
so if you have 100 people in your WhatsApp group versus having 100 people in your email list, I can tell you, the WhatsApp will definitely be more valuable. Okay, so you create a WhatsApp group and it's free. It's free to create a WhatsApp group, right? So you create a WhatsApp group. You ask people to join your WhatsApp group. Okay, join your WhatsApp group to get free offers, promotions, discounts, free health, like free webinars that you conduct. You know, so like so for example, for me, okay, every 1 or 2 weeks I do a free I do webinars, okay?
Yes.
So I do a lot of webinars to educate my audience and everything. Because for me, like most coaches, they sell let's say a 2-day class and then the people come for 2-day class and then they're gone. Like they don't do any follow-up coaching or anything. But the reason why I wanted to do coaching, right, is because like for me, I believe that so long as I can keep educating them every week, right, and I teach them how to make money, how to do sales, all this kind of stuff, then so long as I can do that, then they'll start making money. When they start making money, they'll have the money to pay me for my higher ticket coaching. So technically, right, while I'm helping them to make money, I'm actually making more money. While I'm adding value to people, I'm actually making more money. Now, the same thing applies for your business, right? So imagine if, let's say, you actually keep educating them about your product, and not just about your product, but educate them on how to get the result, which is no foul smell, better family health, better intimate relationship with their husband, etc. If you can educate them about that and their life improves, do you think they'll keep buying from you again and again and again and again and again and refer customers to you again and again and again? Definitely, because that's how you start building a community. That's how you start building a movement.
Okay, good. So to build a loyal community, how can we link this to run Facebook ad in this case?
So what you should do is you should run Facebook ads to a webinar.
To a webinar.
Okay, so you collect their
Facebook
name,
ad.
contact number, and email, right?
Okay, webinar.
Yeah, I call this the Alaric flywheel method, lah. Okay. So it stands for attention, leads, appointments, revenue, invest, and compound. Okay. So first you get Facebook ads, that's ads, attention, right?
Okay.
Then you get them to opt into your webinar. They put their name, contact number, and email. They become a lead. Okay. So you opt into your webinar, they become a lead. Then you get them to watch your webinar. Okay. And then in the webinar, you get them to book an appointment with you. So that becomes a appointment. Okay. Okay. Then during the appointment, you sell them a high ticket offer, a 3,000 ringgit, 5,000 ringgit, or more offer. Okay, if you're not confident, you can start off with 3,000. 3,000 is really bottom of the barrel, cheap, like super cheap already. Okay. As you get better and better, you can start charging more and more and more. Okay. Okay. Like as you start having more confidence in your ability to close. Then, when you run ads, right, you're already making money on the front end, correct? Okay. So you can invest that back into more advertising because you make 3,000. Now you can afford to run even more ads. You can afford to get even more leads. You can afford to get more people watch your webinar, more people to book appointments with you. You close even more 3,000, 5,000, 10,000 ringgit deals. You invest that into more ads. Okay. Then you see all these WhatsApp, all these leads that you collected, right? Add all of them to your WhatsApp group. Okay. Best is if you after they register on your thank you page, you put the link of your WhatsApp group so that they can join your WhatsApp group. Make sense? If they and tell them that you will also be adding them into your WhatsApp group, so that when you add them into your WhatsApp group, it will they will know that you're adding them. It's not a random number adding them. If you do that, because you are profitable on the front end, because you're not selling a 100 ringgit product, right? You're selling a 3,000 ringgit product. This allows you to run more ads. You're gonna be able to acquire a lot of leads for free. For free because it's paid for by the sales that you got. Make sense?
But for the initial webinar,
Yeah.
I thought it's free. Are we giving free
Yeah.
webinar?
So it's a free webinar.
Okay. So we run ads. We do free webinar.
Yes.
They opt in.
Yes.
I'm not making money that time,
They
right?
come for the appointment.
Okay, they come for
Then
appointment.
you sell 3,000 ringgit.
Okay.
You make money now.
Yes.
You take the 3,000 ringgit. Okay, so that means let's say you spend 300 ringgit in ads.
Okay.
And you do all this, you make 3,000 ringgit. That means you make 2,700 ringgit in profit, correct?
Yeah.
But here's the best part. you probably acquired 100 leads for free.
Yeah.
So now you got 100 leads in your community, in your WhatsApp group, your email list, right?
Okay.
Plus you made the one customer who made 2,700 ringgit, right?
Right.
Now this one customer is going to buy your upsells, buy more things, correct?
Yes.
Your current 2,700, the 100 leads,
Yeah.
if every week you do a webinar, maybe today they don't buy, tomorrow they don't buy, maybe next month they buy, next year they buy, sooner or later they're going to buy. Maybe they don't buy, they refer their friends. Sooner or later, someone out of these 100 people are going to buy, correct? Let's say they buy another 3,000 ringgit offer.
Yeah,
These 100
okay.
leads, they just
Yeah,
buy
I
one
see.
3,000 ringgit offer.
Yes.
Now you spend 300 ringgit in ads, you make 6,000 ringgit.
Yeah.
That's how
Okay.
you should scale your business. Okay?
Right. Okay. Thank you. Last but not least, if I have a limited budget, okay, what's the best way to split it between testing creative, running with targeting campaigns, and scaling winning ads?
Okay, so if you have a limited budget,
Yeah.
you should still run it like, okay, okay, if you have a limited budget, like if you completely got zero money, okay, what you should do to get leads for free, okay, is to add friends on Facebook, okay. So you go to like, okay, so if you got money, you use money to make more money, okay. If you got no money, you have to put your hard work, effort, time to make more money, okay. And this is how you make more money if you got no ads or anything, okay. So what you do is you go to Facebook, you join all these Facebook groups, okay? You join all these Facebook groups, and then you add friends on all these Facebook groups. And you join groups that's related to women. For example, you can join a breastfeeding moms Facebook group, or you can join a feminine hygiene Facebook group, or you can join I have a foul smell, something along those lines. Go and Google what's the medical term for that. There's probably a support group specifically for that one. I bet you there are millions of people who have the same problem. You know, like you go and search what kind of illness is that, like if the intimate area is
Just order.
order.
Yeah. And
There's you go and search all the medical words for that.
Okay.
Then you join those groups. Now, do you think the female inside the groups are your target audience?
yes.
Definitely, right?
And another target audience definitely is confinement center, for example.
Yeah. Okay.
So I found it confinement center, they don't allow people, they are closed door most of the time, right? So it's hard to enter into this market of target audience.
Okay.
So what is your advice, how to break through that?
Okay, so let me answer your question step by step. Now I think three things, like there's three open loops there I need to close. Okay. So first I show you how to get customers from the Facebook groups first, okay?
Yeah.
So to get more customers from your Facebook groups, right? You add friends,
Yeah.
okay? Because
If
they
you
are
have limited
people,
budget, yes.
they are people in your target market, okay? Number two, you go and message them. Use the upload method I taught you, opener, rapport, hook, question, appointment setting. Upload method. Go and approach them, ask them, hey, nice to meet you, what do you do, etc. They'll tell you what they do, and you say, oh, hey, I'm doing a feminine business, like feminine wash business, etc. And then set an appointment with them. Okay, like as you're talking to them, find out like what kind of issues that they need help with. You know, for example, say, oh, by the way, how do you normally hey, I know it's a bit of a sensitive question, but how do you normally like take care of your feminine health or something like that? Or what do you currently do to take care of your feminine health? Okay, then they'll share like, oh, for me, I wash every day or whatever, right? And they say, hey, maybe we can bounce some ideas off each other. I can show you how to, make it even better, or
improve it.
or improve it, right? And then they will meet you for an appointment just to get to know you and just to hear what you have, because you have already positioned yourself as an expert. Make sense?
Yes, all right, understand.
So then you meet them for an appointment and then you sell them a one-on-one coaching program. Sell them a 3,000 ringgit coaching program.
Okay.
And during the call, you ask them, okay, what's the result you want? Like, do you want to have lesser smell? Do you want to have better intimate relationships? Do you want to improve your feminine health? Like, what's the result you want? And what's your current situation? Like, on a scale of 1 to 10, how
the 5 step.
do the 5 step for example.
Yeah.
So do the current situation and then find out what's the obstacles that they are preventing them, and then find out what issues they need help solving, right? And then after that, you do the pitch and say, okay, I have a one-on-one coaching program that helps you to do exactly this, whatever you mentioned.
Okay.
And then they naturally want to buy, right?
Yeah.
And then after that, you become, okay, the rest money. Okay. So I've answered this question, how to get customers for free. Okay.
Number 2.
Next question is confinement centers. Okay. So for confinement centers, right, what you can do is you can reach out to them on their Facebook pages. Okay.
Yes.
So you reach
I
out
tried
to
to
them.
add friend once. You know?
Normally these confinement centers they have Facebook pages.
Yeah.
Of course, because friends is a person, right? But normally they will set up Facebook pages. So what you should do is you can go and message these Facebook pages and ask them about their business. You can start with a very casual question. Hey, nice to meet you. How long have you been running your cube confinement center for? They'll definitely reply, right? Because they think that maybe you're a customer. Like
Yes,
they'll definitely
yes,
reply. And they'll at least reply.
Yeah,
Right?
initially,
You
yes.
need to just at least get them to reply. Okay. Then you say, oh, okay, nice to meet you. And like you can either go a bit more ninja, which means like you just try to set an appointment, okay? Or you can go a bit more upfront and say, oh, I'm running a family wash business. I was looking for partnership to see how we can collaborate, and you will be paid to do that or something like that. So then after that, you try to meet them, and then whenever they sell your product, then you pay them commissions. Make sense?
Okay.
Okay,
So it's
there's two
still
ways you can do more
through
ninja.
Facebook.
Yeah, through Facebook. Or you can go to, let's say, you search Google. Okay, you search Google for confinement center.
Yes,
You get their
okay.
WhatsApp or you get their email.
Yeah.
You see their website. You see their contact me form. Go and approach them. Make sense?
Okay.
Then you approach them and say, hi, nice to meet you. How long have you been doing your confinement business for? Then they reply, and then you can either do ninja or you can do like open. Okay. So if open, you say, oh, I'm the founder of Joyanne. Okay, bioherbs is very good for like postnatal mothers, and I was thinking that maybe we can collaborate and you'll be paid for it. Would you be open to collaboration? If they say yes, you say awesome. Let's bounce some ideas on each other one day. Okay, let's have a Zoom call or a call or a meetup to see how we can collaborate in any way, and let's see how we can do like meet up one day lah. Then they'll say yes. Okay, you'll be surprised. There'll be people that say yes.
Yeah.
And then you meet up with them, and then you do the same 5-step consult, but this time in a business setting. So you say, okay, like, can you tell me more about your current situation? Like, are your mothers already having any family wash? You'll say no, right? You say, okay, if let's say, like, we introduce this family wash, then it can be an upsell because they're already making this amount of money, right? But if they were to carry your products and they have an upsell, then there's more margin, there's extra income for them to make. Make sense? So then after you can just discuss like, okay, like putting your goods over there, like consignment basis or whatever, and then work out a commission. Like example, they sell for you, you give them a certain percentage of commission, you know. And yeah, and then that's how you grow from there. Yeah. So that's how. So that's how you close a confinement center. Okay. Like that's how you close a deal with a confinement center. You can also okay, so that's the open way. You can also go on ninja. Okay. Ninja way would be something like you don't really tell them that you run your family wash business and everything. But you ask them how long have they been doing what. Then you ask if you can meet, arrange an appointment to find out more about their business. So you position yourself like a customer like that. And then when you meet them, then only you understand more about their confinement business, and then only you share with them. But the problem with this method is that most likely you will end up meeting a salesperson rather than the boss or something. But then again, you can ask the salesperson to connect you with the boss. So the ninja method, right? Split test both methods, see which one works better for you. Okay, the ninja method or the open method, both ways work. Okay. So okay, before you ask your third one, I finished the third one. Your third question was, how do you split test the creatives and everything if you are going to run ads? So we covered the two organic ways, right? Now we talk about if you're going to run ads, right? Okay. So now AI, right, is so powerful where I can just upload 10 ads, like 10 text, 10 images, 10 videos, 10 copywriting, 10 headlines, and the AI will just automatically like permutate different permutations. So let's say I have ABCDE text, ABCDE image, ABCDE description. So you do image A, headline A, text A, video A, C, ABCC, you know, image C, text A, description B, you know, like so you permutate thousands of variations. Why is this method of running ads better? It's because if you only run one kind of ad, okay, the audience is going to get bored of the same ad. Like imagine
Yeah,
you watch TV, you always see the same ad, right?
Yeah.
It's like you see the ad before you just want to turn off the TV or something. Like you just want to do something else because it's noise to signal ratio. Like you keep seeing the same thing, you know. But if let's say you every time I show you an ad, it's a different ad. Sometimes I show you is this ad.
Yeah.
Sometimes I show you is another ad. Sometimes I show you is a how-to ad. Sometimes I show you is a testimonial ad. Sometimes I show you is a influencer ad. Sometimes I show you is different angles. Sometimes you know. Imagine if let's say I'm running all these ads, okay? So I use AI to find what ads work the best. I use AI to send exactly the right ad to the right audience. So for example, if let's say maybe you are example, let's say maybe you are a new mom, okay? Then you receive a certain type of ad. Like just the AI just knows what ads is more suitable for you. Maybe if you are a young woman, then you see another kind of ad. So you can use AI to optimize ads automatically to serve the right ads to the right audience. So if you do that, then it doesn't matter. And the thing is, you think that to get 1,000 ads, right? You need maybe a lot of budget, correct? You can do it from 10 ringgit per day. I mean, I've taught you lah. You've done it lah. 10 ringgit per day, you can run thousands of variations of ads. You know, yeah.
So the AI will optimize for us. The Facebook AI, you mean? Right?
Yes.
Okay. So we don't have to do anything.
Yeah, you
on this.
it literally takes me less than 30
Optimization.
minutes to set up one ad. And then the whole thing just optimizes automatically.
Okay, good. So yeah, I think that's all about my questions for today. And what is your last advice for me to scale my business?
So
Further.
do exactly what I told you to do. Do your webinar. Have you? Yeah, you.
I'm not yet,
Yeah.
not yet
Yeah.
done my first webinar
Yeah.
actually, because I want to focus on brand building because I haven't really completed my branding process.
Yeah. So
So maybe
what I would recommend.
branding side.
No, what I would recommend, right, is that you should do your webinar first, get the money in first, because when you do your webinar, your money will start coming in. Okay. After that, right? Okay, like if you have a limited amount of time, okay, you should start off with doing okay, because this webinar funnel, right, is the most beginner-friendly, idiot-proof funnel. Like anyone, right? Okay, imagine, let's say you get, okay, we don't say 6 ringgit cost, we don't say 6 ringgit cost per lead. Let's say we say 30 ringgit cost per lead.
Okay.
Okay, 60 ringgit cost per lead. Okay, 60 ringgit cost per lead. Okay. If okay, maybe 30 ringgit cost per lead. 10 times, like 5 times of your current cost.
Alright, okay.
So let's say you get 30 ringgit cost per lead your webinar. If you follow my method, right, out of 100 leads, 20 to 25% will book an appointment with you. And these are very high quality appointments because they've been through a webinar and they book an appointment with you. Okay. So 30 ringgit cost per lead. Okay. That means your cost per appointment because let's say you spend 3,000 ringgit in ads, okay, and you get 100 leads. Okay. Out of 100 leads, right, you get 20 appointments. So you spend 3,000 ringgit in ads, you get 20 appointments. Now out of 20 appointments, right, how many do you think you can close?
20%?
20%, that's four deals, right?
Yeah.
So how much is the offer you want to sell? 3,000?
3,000,
3,000.
yes.
So 4 times 3,000 is 100, is 12,000.
12,000.
You spend 3,000 ringgit, you get
Yeah.
12,000.
4x.
And I'm counting, it's a 4x ROI,
Yeah.
right? And I'm counting on the high side already that you're getting leads at 30 ringgit per lead. What if you get leads at 10 ringgit per lead? Then you're spending 1,000 ringgit to make 12,000 ringgit. This, right, is the most beginner-friendly way to be profitable with running ads. Okay, there's a lot of different ways to run. Like there's a lot of different funnels to run ads. For example, you could do a webinar and then you try to sell on the webinar itself. But maximum you can sell a few hundred ringgit offer or a few thousand ringgit offer. It's very hard for you to close a high ticket offer unless you do a sales call. You know, there are other funnels like for me, I do a free 2-day class, and then in my 2-day class, I sell a high ticket offer. You know. But that requires a completely different skill set. Like I already know how to sell and everything, so it's easy. But for a beginner, easiest way, do this webinar funnel, it will be profitable. Okay. Then the next question is about branding. Okay.
Yeah,
okay. So
branding.
like I told you to do branding, which is to write your own book,
the superstar
build your own,
brand. Yes.
write your own book, build your own website, rank your name on Google, get thousands of followers, get testimonials, do interviews, etc. Branding is good. Okay. Branding will help increase your conversion rate. Branding will help reduce your cost per lead. Branding will help improve your sales. Okay, it will, because If you are a nobody, maybe X people buy from you. But if you are a somebody, maybe 2 times the people buy from you. Okay, true. But after coaching a lot of students, right, I realized a lot of people, they are afraid to take action. You know? So they say, oh, I want to finish my book and everything, then only I can run my webinar.
Yeah.
By the time you'll be broke, right? Like you'll be poor. You get me? Like how long are you gonna take to write your book? And I mean, if you do it the way I teach you, you can do it in a day, right?
Yeah.
But how many people actually take action and like realistically, okay, I taught you how to write a book probably like a month ago.
Yes.
Or 2 months ago.
Yeah,
or 3 months
2 months
ago.
ago.
You know, it's not done.
2 months
It's not,
ago.
and you know it can be done in one day, right? Based on what I teach you, use AI and everything, you can write a book in one day. But so if I had to choose between launching a lean and scrappy funnel, a minimum viable funnel up and running, I would choose running a minimum viable funnel up and running, get some cash flow in. After you do your branding, you can always refilm your webinar. And this time when you do your webinar, you can say, I'm the author of this book, I'm featured, etc. And your webinar appointment rate will increase, right? But at least don't let the branding or the what like all the extra, like don't let all these extra things stop you from being fast at implementing. Make sense? Speed of implementation is the most important to success. Like if you realize what, like how come I was able to scale my business from 0 to 1.2 million? It's because I'm implementing super fast, super fast. Like if I want a video, like if I want to do a webinar funnel, in 30 minutes, my webinar slides are done. 30 minutes. I can use my phone and do a webinar slides. I did your webinar slides in like 10 minutes.
Yes,
okay?
yes.
I did your webinar slides in 10 minutes.
Yes.
In 10 minutes, I can finish my webinar slides. Okay? 1 hour, I can record my webinar slides. In 1 day, I can launch my webinar funnel. Make sense? Like if I want to run any ads, like it's because of speed of implementation. You need to implement fast. Okay? So a lot of people are afraid to, oh, I must have this, then I'll be ready. I must have this, then I'll be ready. No, just do a webinar first, get the money coming in first. Whereas you're doing your book, you can update your webinar. You do your website, you update your webinar. You do your part, you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Like anyway, you can always refilm the webinar. Right? It's not like it's a one-time thing. You can always update it. So you do your webinar first, at least you have a proven thing that's consistently making money for you. Because branding by itself, branding, if you don't run ads and everything, it's not gonna make you money. Like if you write a book and everything, you're respected, but no one sees your ad, how are you gonna make money? Right? So branding's not gonna make you money. But branding is a multiplier of money. Which means, let's say if normally you spend 3,000 ringgit on ads, you get maybe 6,000 ringgit in sales. But you do branding, now you get 12,000 ringgit in sales. You get what I mean? Because maybe now your cost per lead is cheaper. If you're branded, your cost per lead will be cheaper. You know, because more people will engage with your ads. If you're branded, your conversion rate will increase. Your sales call, but I can get 60% conversion rate on a $5,000 offer, $3,000 offer, $6,000 offer. Why? Because of branding and sales and everything, like knowing how to sell. But so start implementing. Do your webinar first. Get a lean and scrappy one up running. Do your webinar funnel. Go and watch my 2-day class recordings. I just did the 2-day class on Alaric Ong. Go and watch the recording. Get your webinar up and running. I'll be coaching you over the next few months, as in like over the next like lifetime, but like over the next few months, I'll be teaching about the webinar funnel. Get it done. Get it done. Get it done. And then like, at least pick up the skill set on how to do it. And as you pick up this skill set on how to do it, and you know that you can do it, then after that, whenever you refill, do your branding and everything, then you can update your webinar funnel. Your webinar funnel can put, if you like, put your ebook, put your website, all this kind of thing. You know, it's good. It's good to do all this, but don't let that stop you from doing this.
Yeah. Okay. Understand. Thank you very much. Okay. Yeah. I will take action.
Yeah.
Okay, action speaks louder anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, right. Thank you so much. Okay, thank you very much.
Hope you got value
Thank you
from
for
this,
your
interview.
mentoring and advice.
Yeah, hope you got value.
Okay, yeah, thank you so much.